We are nothing but cattle to them. Let's talk about it. So I'm sure you've heard that phrase before. We're treated like chattel, treated like cattle. We're just a number. And it's kind of true. I mean, they want to control our lives like we're a farm animal. Just put us on a little plot and control us like we're a farm animal. And speaking of farm animals, there's something really weird going on, guys. I'm sure you've heard about it. I'm sure you've seen it. But I wanted to cover it and give my take on it and just give you something else to think about too that's also critical. So if you haven't heard, 10,000 cows have died apparently. And apparently it's from heat exhaustion. That's the official narrative. And whatever, that's fine. It doesn't matter what actually did it. It matters that it's happening, okay? So 10,000 more cows just wiped off of our food supply. So this is just happening all over the place. There's also food processing plant fires that are getting taken out. Like this article here, dramatic fire at Birmingham packaging plant sends shares tumbling. I can't pronounce that. So that was June 13th, just a couple days ago. I'm sure you've heard of all the other fires, and now it's directly affecting our animals. And there's also a bird flu, killing millions, tens of millions of birds and chickens. So what's going on? You guys tell me, what do you think's happening? There's a lot of things going on. Is this a coincidence or not? Hopefully it is, but when are the coincidences gonna stop? And what actually is causing this? I kind of have a little bit of a different theory of what could be causing it. So make sure you stay tuned for that, because it's very interesting, and it's also something that could be used on you in the future, okay? If we have civil unrest, we have massive food shortages, and the government has to declare a martial law situation, then they could be used on you too, okay? So possibly something used on a cow, it could be used on you too. And I'm not saying that's what happened, I'm just saying this is what could happen. But really quick, just some fun facts. Let's just remember, who's the biggest farm owner in America? Do you know? I'm going to show it on the screen if you don't know. You should know this. Biggest farm owner in America. This doesn't make any sense. This guy is not a farmer. I don't get it. You tell me, why is this guy the biggest farm owner in America? And he also says stuff like, cow farts are bad for the environment, and they're bad for climate change and all this stuff. And even official universities like UC Davis say that cows are the biggest agriculture threat to the environment. I'm showing everything I'm saying on screen, so just look at it. So these people think cows are enemies, okay? And I'm not saying they did anything. I'm not blaming them, but I'm just saying there's people that are probably happy about this. They're probably like, okay, cool, 10,000 cows gone. The environment is very happy about that. Even though there was millions, possibly billions of bison in North America alone at one point, or just throughout history. There's been like billions of them throughout the planet. So there was probably only tens of millions in America. But over time, there's been billions on this planet and on the earth. Are they bad for the environment too? It's just like, it's getting to a point where it's too much. So let's talk about what this could possibly be, because what is this all leading towards, okay? What are these food shortages leading towards? What are they all leading towards? Of course, it's leading towards like a dystopia where we're eating bugs and eating GMO lab-grown meat. But what comes before that, before we're forced into that? What would happen in a theoretical situation? Well, there would be food riots, civil unrest, the government would declare martial law, and they would have to use weapons like this. So this is an article from a couple years ago. It says, U.S. officials reportedly considered using a, quote, microwave weapon that can cause second-degree burns to deter migrants at the Mexico border. Okay? So we're not talking about the migrants, we're talking about the microwave weapon. Okay? And if they're willing to use it on people coming in, they're willing to use it on us. They want to use it on us too. Okay? It's just one of those things. And this is also another article from a couple years ago. The U.S. military's heat weapon is real and painful. Here's what it does. real and painful. So it's essentially just a giant microwave that they can focus at you and melt your skin off. It makes you extremely hot. I've read people like feel like they have to take all their clothes off and like jump in water or something, but it doesn't help. And it says, plus, what to know about a sonic tool that's referred to as the voice of God. The voice of God. They also have sonic weapons where they can pinpoint sounds directly into your ear, directly into your airspace, and just give you messages from miles away. Okay, you don't even know where they are, and it sounds like somebody's right next to you. So, and it's mostly used. It's really hard for them to do that directly with like words and be very specific with it, but they can do it with sounds. And there's been phenomenon where you can like where people have heard these weird sounds, and it sounds like they're directly on top of you. I've even heard weird sounds like this, and people are looking up in the sky like, what is this? It doesn't sound like a plane. It's not getting closer or further. It's directly on top of you. And it's so powerful that they can tune it to frequencies that it disables you. But the microwaves, okay, like, I'm not saying somebody microwaved a cow or something. I'm just saying, like, these technologies exist, okay? We're living in the future. What if somebody did? What if some foreign adversary, or who knows, some rogue person wanted to do this, okay? And they had this technology. They had access to microwave weapons, acoustic weapons. We've already seen all these officials. Here we go, this article right here. Microwave weapon concerns spread to Department of Homeland Security. A memo obtained by The Intercept reveals that CIA-bred fears of Havana syndrome have reached a department that houses ICE and CBP. So Havana syndrome is a syndrome where you lose your hearing, and they think it's like they're using these sonic weapons that you can't even hear, and they're targeting them to like damage people's hearings, and they can't even hear anymore. So this is serious. We're living in the future, guys. We live in a world of frequencies that we can't even see. Okay, the spectrum of the world is so much more than we can even imagine. And my last video, I was talking about that a little bit. We were kind of talking about the CERN portal and all this weird kind of esoteric stuff. But yeah, the world is just a lot deeper than just what we see, okay? There are energies and frequencies. Even light is a frequency, okay? There's a whole spectrum of light that we can't even see. And some animals can see it. Some animals can see like more colors and more things than us. So we don't really know what's out there. And the technology that the government has is almost like alien-like. And I'll make some more videos on this, because the tech that they have and the tech that they want to use on us is like incredible. So what are you doing to get ready? You don't want to get caught, okay, in the city during a food riot, during a food shortage situation, okay? Hyperinflation situation like that. You just do not want to get caught there. It's going to be like Soylent Green one day, where we're just picking up people in dump trucks and throwing them in the back. So just a joke, just a joke. Don't flag me, YouTube. But yeah, this is what we're heading towards. We're heading towards a Soylent Green society, where we've talked about it for carbon rations, carbon credits, okay? This is what they want. So collapse the society, and then make food so scarce, make money so worthless, that the only one that has anything left is the government, and they have some rations for you, and you're gonna do whatever it takes to get that, okay? And eventually it's gonna move towards like a credit system, like here's your credits for the day to do this, to do X, Y, and Z, because everything will be rationed. Gas will be rationed, food will be rationed, electricity, size of your house, how far you can leave your house, how often you can even just go to the park or something and drive your car, okay? How often you can just do anything, access public services, how many trash bags you can put in your dumpster, how many times you can flush your toilet. Like these things are coming, guys. I know this sounds like crazy, and it's like, what are you talking about? But these people want to implement a dystopia where every little thing is tracked, every little thing has a credit attached to it, okay? Every little thing is known, and it's only done if it's approved, Okay, it's only if it's approved by the government or whoever the authority is at the time, because we're moving towards a, who knows, where we might just move past governments, okay, where it's just like so futuristic and like technocratic. There's so much technology and stuff, like the government might be worthless. Like YouTube might be more powerful than the government. Like, I don't know, okay? And I love YouTube. I'm not hating on YouTube. Respect. Hope YouTube is more powerful. But I'm just saying, we could get to a point where it's like these, like the technology is just so powerful, it just makes everything else obsolete, okay? And it's just ingrained in everything. You already have a smart meter and a smartphone and a smart TV and a smart car and a smart everything. Next is smart you. So do you want to be smart? We've talked about it before. Elon wants the Neuralinks in the back of your skull, okay? I know it sounds crazy, but he wants to cut a hole in your skull, put the chip in there, connect you to the internet. And the promise is, hey, you'll be super smart and you can just like be on the internet in your brain, you know? It's insane. It's dystopic. Don't go along with it. We want to be natural humans, okay? I know it sounds cool. Like some people are like intrigued like this, like, oh, we could be cyborgs. It's a false flag. It's a red herring. It's a Trojan horse, guys. Don't take it. We've already accepted too much with the phones and everything else. We're already in the system. So let me know what you guys think. Do you think we're just moving towards like a food collapse scenario? And it's just going to be like food rations, foods credit. Like, what are people going to do? You know, what are we going to do? Or what if food just costs so much that your money, it's just too much. It's taking up too much of your budget. You can't afford rent or anything. I know people personally that are struggling right now. They like their rent just goes up every year. It's gone up every year for years, and they're just like getting priced out, but their job hasn't, you know, and they've moved. It's everything. It's like, it's a tough scenario. People are getting squeezed right now. And if you guys want to hear my real opinion on topics like this, make sure you give me your email down below. Just an email, not a name or anything, because I'm going to start sending out like real news reports that I don't have to like censor myself on YouTube and all this BS, because this stuff sucks. I can't actually say what I want to say. So make sure you hit the email, and I'm going to start sending out real news. I'm going to try to start making like daily videos for that too. So thank you guys for that if you do it. And if you don't, it's fine. Don't worry about it. I get it. But I'm just sick of the censorship on social media and YouTube, and you can't really say what you want to say, you know. So make sure you hit that thumbs up, hit the subscribe, hit the bell, hit the comments, hit the share button, all that stuff, guys. I love you guys. You guys just drop blessings on me every single day. You guys are the greatest. Seriously, I have the best audience. The prepper community is awesome. Shout out other channels too. They're awesome too. I'm just like glad we have people spreading the word, getting the word out there and telling people like what's actually going on so we can wake up. The more people that wake up, the more prepared, the less catastrophic it's going to be when it hits the fan. You know, more people are like, less people are going to starve to death. Like seriously, there's going to be less families starving to death just because you watch a YouTube channel and prep, you know? Seriously, your view, even if you don't have a family or whatever and you're already prepped, your view and everything, like it helps to get it to someone else that's never seen this channel before or whatever. So share the videos, get it out there. It makes a difference, guys. I've had hundreds of comments, probably thousands of people just like saying like, oh, you've inspired me to grow a garden, get my preps, whatever it is, you know. So never stop, guys. Never, ever, ever stop. Doesn't matter what people say. We're saving lives. Doesn't matter what haters say. They can starve, bro. It's fine. You can do that. So thank you guys so much. I love you guys, and you have a blessed day.